Hey people, in today's 3v3 faction war, this is Argys Desert Gate and Chaos Space Marines versus the Imperial Guard. For the Blue Chaos team, we have two Chaos Lords. First up, Corrupted Jesus, got some Alpha Legion, and Nimmsi. World Eaters, these guys are durable and destructive heroes that walk through objects and cannot be suppressed. Some powerful offense and disruption fighting in melee combat. Alongside Centzontotochtin, as a Plague Champion, starts off in ranged combat with the damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some DC utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but it's pretty slow. The Death Guard Elite scheme recolored, like slick with gunk or something. Red Guard team North Star is a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fights in melee combat, begins with a refractor shield. They'll be on the western side alongside Piluco with an Inquisitor offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee combat but can get specialized ranged weapons, a bunch of CSM in the mid messing up the Sentinel. And round off the teams is the Tenso with a Lord General, fights in ranged combat, begins with a retinue of stormtroopers, can add to this retinue and has very strong defense and support. This is the Armageddon Steel Legion elite scheme. So it's all guardsmen here. Corrupted Jesus DCs to get into melee with as much stuff as possible, and Tenso needs to try and split to avoid the Doom Blast hitting multiple squads, and also can use the garrisons and stuff, the heretics off the field. That'll make it a lot easier. Good special there. Try and focus the CSM in the mid. I think he just did a really good kill the week, Nimmsi, because I saw his health fly up on the roster there. Plague Champion behind the heavy cover, but it all gets broken by the Sentinel, which does have the ground pound. Now the Lord Commissar here chasing down heretics. Maybe. Oh, turns onto the CSM. They are quite low, but they've already dropped a model, so the models that are remaining actually have quite a lot of hit points. Yeah, it's going to be forced off. And they can cap stuff up. Chaos Lord of Nimmsi still chasing here. 455 to 500 early on. Chaos Lord is still on the east side too. But they have persuaded him to leave with lots and lots of las gunfire. Also cap this while that was going on. Can now power harass, maybe decap the wreck point. Puts up a multi-laser turret as well. Double CSM for Nimmsi. Got some Noise Marines for Centzontotochtin and Havocs for Corrupted Jesus. So the Tenso can counter with the Carapace armor, which gives stand firm. I think it's Carapace, I always get those mixed up. And heavy weapon squad for the Tenso, so we could see Dark Halo or something from the Chaos Lord, or hey, just a bunch of grenade launchers to disrupt them. They can get those fancy shields that make them immune to knockback, which is handy. Did they destroy something? No, I don't think they quite got the node down. Good little power harass and didn't overstay his welcome. Pulled back in time to stay in play. Red team now taking back the mid for the guard. Noise Marines hanging out with that Sonic Blaster. And Heretics trying to take the western side. It's very empty here. Usually you'll see the western players fight over it, at least for the entirety of tier 1, with the mid players coming to flank and stuff, but looks like they are focused on the mid right now. And why not? You have two good contested points here, and if you get onto the VP, Noise Marines dropping model very fast. Oh, because those guys were executed, which doubles their damage. Combi Flamer now for the Chaos Lord. Plague Champion just trying to find some cover here, I think. It's gone too far. It's cover right there, buddy. There we go, turn and shoot. Aspiring Champion Heretics with a grenade launcher. There's some Cacophony, which is a really bad place to use it because he has his shield up. It's not going to be knocked over, but your friends are. Chaos Lord getting pretty low. He needs to be very careful. Catachans now helping out. Those guys have power melee weapons and some disruption like that. Shotgun blasts, grenade launchers, all that good stuff. They know how to use all the stuff. East side, Chaos is back in control for now. Did we see the Carapace armor? We did. Anything for... Nope, Corrupted Jesus has nothing yet. Power harass now. Some guardsmen trying to change things. You going to get into melee with them? Nope. At least get behind cover, fellas, I think. Maybe they don't want to get into melee because there could be stuff lurking. But yeah, you should be behind cover at least. It's a bit of a misplay here with the CSM. They are getting Eternal War. Will buff their damage by 20%, both melee and ranged. Don't think they're going to get a generator here. May as well pull back to where the Havocs are. These Havocs should be a little bit closer, I think, around here. Gives you lots of cover nearby to move to if you need to get cover from a different direction kind of thing. CSM trying to get into melee. It's risky with double heavy weapon squads around now for the Tenso. Heavy bolters do so much damage from close range. Lord General losing his retinue can replace them in the field. Looks like it's kicking off in the mid, but let's see what happens here. The CSM are so close. They're going to die. There's a retreat them right now. Down they go. Those are Eternal War CSM as well. It's a big loss for Corrupted Jesus. Should have retreated them out, obviously, way before that happened. Chaos Lord misses to kill the weak and has a think about his retreat and gets going. And Guardsman, imagine if he died to Guardsman in melee. That would be amazing. But they couldn't quite get it done. Big surprise. Havocs now need to run away. Heretics actually getting into melee, which is quite good. Well timed and well judged. But these Havocs need to get out of there. Are they going for the garrison? That would be a mistake. So mistake. Might lose those guys now. Garrison doesn't give you... does not make you like invulnerable or anything. It's not even as good cover as heavy cover, I don't think. They're going to die, I believe. Maybe they'll get away. Needs to get them out of there now and retreat them. 376 to 443. Triple cap for the Chaos team. And we've got some tier 2s going on. I see the Havocs taking damage. Yeah, they ain't getting out of that. Too much damage. And Corrupted Jesus is down to double Heretics. Goes tier 2 in decent time. Could get a Blood Crusher up maybe to do some work. Needs to follow that up quickly. Maybe just some CSM or something. Or some more Havocs. Just because you lose a unit in tier 1 doesn't mean it wasn't a good choice. Often the case that you want to get it again. Can they get any power going? Power Bastion, I should say. No Flamers. It's going to be tough. Here comes some assistance now from Centzontotochtin. Also has some Havocs. But there's your Noise Marines doing their thing. That Sonic Blaster does big damage AoE and shuts down ranged attacks after a few seconds at least. And we've got some Black Grenades. Looks like the Inquisitor went down in the mid as they were trying to push here. I think they got a decap at one point, as I saw on the minimap. Big disruption there. That's a grenade launcher. These guys are needed to run. There we go. Those Catachans got into melee, they would have died so fast. 357 to 405. Chaos Lord of Corrupted Jesus is back, capping, and has Armor of the Inferno. Also some Bloodletters. These are demons with power melee weapons that can teleport around, which is handy. The Xenos Power Claw in for the Lord Commissar. Little burst of Corn Worship on the west side. And also Armor of the Inferno for Nimmsi. Little bit overkill, Mr. Lord Commissar, going off the Heretics with the Power Claw. Plague Marines up here for Nimmsi. Are they going to shoot him? Maybe. There we go. They got damage over time bolt guns and a missile launcher. Very tough, but not actually very heavily armored. So a whole bunch of piercing damage can bring him down. Chimera is from North Star. Can they get a shot on it, these Plague Marines? Surely they can. They can. It's a rear armor hit. Need to keep them moving. This is right. And Corn Worship there. Maybe they can get this thing. Another good shot. And they get it down. Nicely done. The Chaos team. North Star got it in a really bad position. Grenade goes in from some sneaky stormtroopers of Piluco. Might have called them in from the global bar. I'm not sure. 321 to 405. East side is now very blue. Bloodletters causing all sorts of trouble. The Tenso with a Chimera now. This is the Bloodletters phasing out. I think it's called Warp Shift, where they won't take any damage, but they also can't cap or anything. I have to run away, okay. North Star with some Ogrins. Corrupted Jesus with a Chaos Dreadnought on the way. Help them deal with this Chimera, I suppose. Got a little bit of power harassed there. Yeah, I think they got 2 generators down. That's pretty good. There's that the Galaxy Burn. Ah, misses all the things. No burned Guardsmen. Chaos Lord is sad. 2-1 cap for the blue team. Quite close on VPs. Level 2 Commissar. Got a level 1 Inquisitor, she's got her Rosarius. Level 2 Lord General. They are going to retake this side. CSM ain't going to stop them. Nothing they can do about the Chimera with its vehicle armor. They'll retake it and maybe even power bash. The Sentinel has its missile launcher. Big damage, as you can see, if it hits all the models. Those frag missiles are painful. Not super easy to always hit them though. West side. Ogren's dealt with thanks to some Marco Zinch CSM Inferno damage. Really bad news for heavy and super heavy infantry. And also heroes. Although you've got to stay out of melee. Inquisitor's tying them up pretty well here. And they are persuaded to leave. Not sure if there was a power bash that's just been repaired or didn't quite get it done. Chaos Lords chasing down some Catechans. Oh, and then gets Hammer of the Witch to the face. I think that's the first time I've noticed it happen. Sentinel gets a decap on the VP. 305, 365. All of a sudden a double here for the Imperial Guard team. And power bashing on the east side. Look at the damage to the Dreadnought already. So Marco's East Dreadnought. But we have double autocannon heavy weapon squads. And one of them's got a shield. This one not, eh? So you can't knock over that one with the Arm of the Inferno. Let it actually burn type stuff. Could be a triple cap here. Tier 3 for Centzontotochtin. I think it's going to be a... Oh right, they're all retreating off. They can't break the retreats either. I was going to say it's going to be really hard to take back the east side. But it's still going to be pretty tough. There's still a bunch of stuff over there. Some more Corn Worship. Double Marco Zinch CSM. Uh-oh. That grenade would have been so nasty. Plague Champion has had enough. He's got his Plague Fist, Icon of Nurgle, and the Armor of Pestilence. I don't think I ever actually saw him throw his light grenades. He must have done it. Yes, a solid triple. And they got the mid. And they're going down the west side. They're outmaneuvering the Chaos team here. Ogrins chasing stuff. These guys have heavy melee. So they're a threat to anything. Could get their hands on that Dreadnought and tear it apart if they get over there. Chaos Lord's trying to keep them disrupted. Here are the Marco Zinch CSM. They're healing up. They can soak up a hell of a lot of piercing damage with that super heavy infantry armor. And they're getting their VP back. They need to get straight through onto that victory point, I think. And something needs to come over here too. Heavy turret. Some more anti-vehicle. Looks like it's going to be dealt with. Oh, they are repairing it. One more volley. Gets it done. Dreadnought needs to back the hell away. I don't think it's going to make it. Oh, it can. Gets out of the firing range on the next burst. Oh, it didn't. Why didn't it fire on the Dreadnought there? Oh, this is because of fire on my target, I think. I don't think it was active when it did that burst. You can't change who you're shooting mid-burst of a weapon. Good shot from a Blastmaster. Plague Champion trying to lead the line, soak up some damage. Could have soaked up a huge amount. But he's carved some kind of opening here. Now we're getting a flank, though, on Centzontotochtin. More Noise Marines this time for Corrupted Jesus. Grenade goes in. You're not going to be able to stay here for long, buddy. Bloodletters, what are they going for? Heavy Weapon Squad. Yeah. Can it just get inside the Chimera, maybe? Yeah, it can. Not a whole lot you can do, buddy. And Havocs can't suppress all that. Can they even get away? I think they're going to get away. Looking very strong now, the Imperial Guard players. But we have a Chaos Predator on the way for Centzontotochtin. 109 to 365. You guys might want to shoot these scary Ogrins on the way. There you go. Generally speaking, you always want to engage your enemy rather than cap. Sometimes you can do both if you're facing the correct direction. Look how much damage those Ogrins took there from the double CSM. It's nasty. Got that aspiring champion with the demonic plasma gun, of course. 91 to 365. Massive VP lead for the Imperial Guard team right now. There's a Chaos Predator. Another one on the way. Baneblade for Piluco. Tenso goes tier 3 now. What are we going to see? Mark of Khorne, I think, is a pretty decent shout. Generalist does more damage to all the things. But hey, just a regular Chaos Predator is pretty good. Don't need to give it a mark immediately. These guys using the garrison building there for a shot blocker. Last Master sets up. Can he get a good shot here? He can. Frenzied Barrage goes in. Now a Noxious Cloud from the Plague Champion player. Forces a retreat, which is handy. You might not always get a lot of damage out of your Noxious Cloud, but forcing retreat is pretty damn good, and took out the heavy weapon squad there. Tank now chasing the Chimera. Might want to turn your turret, buddy, or just shoot those guys. Maybe you can take them out, actually. 21 to 365. They're running out of time here. Oh, don't stop chasing them. I think he might have been able to finish those guys off. Maybe he wants to just get back here. Plague Fist uses the Pestilent Strike to help him cap. Another Frenzied Barrage over here, maybe. Fits off cooldown, that is. Bloodletters need to be so careful here. In fact, they need to run away. They might wipe out if the Catechins get into melee. Yeah, down they go. 21 to 361. There's the 2-to-1 cap for the Chaos team. I don't think you want to show your rear armor to that direction, buddy. Last Master shot does well. Can they take out these Catechins? Maybe. Not quite. That's so close. Down to 5 hit points. Chaos Terminator is now on the field for Corrupted Jesus. And another Chaos Predator with Mark of Nurgle for Nimmsi. Gives it melee resistance, whole bunch more hit points, and health regeneration. Makes it a tough tank. The autocannon becomes a stinky Nurgle autocannon, so it's not quite as good against large targets, but does leave green crap on the ground, which is bad for infantry. I don't think it... Does it do friendly fire, that green crap? I'm not sure. Where's the Baneblade? There it is. Bristling with guns, Mega Battle Cannon, Demolisher, a couple of Las Cannons, a bunch of Twin-Linked Heavy Bolters as well. And we're going to see another one in a second from North Star. Autocannon Chaos Predators, Chaos Terminators, I mean. Is that going to be a repair bunker? I think it was. Certainly not a medical bunker at the moment. Plague Champion might need to run away. Mark of Khorne. Oh, it's a shrine to Nurgle, actually. Those guys can be able to reinforce off it if it gets worshipped. 21 to 264. Chaos needs to, yeah, hold on to your VP, fellas. So this is Nimmsi's job now. Hold the center. But I think they're against 2 players here. North Star and Piluco are in the mid. I mean, they don't need to win the fight necessarily. They just need to stop the cap. Imperial Abyss from one of the Chaos Lords. Not actually sure which one. Kicking off on the east side as well, is it? Give a Lehman Russ hit. The Marco Zinch Chaos Predator. Took big chunks of damage. Dreadnought is up to level 2, and these guys can now reinforce off that. It's a little bit close, I think. They could just push the Baneblade up and like take it out in 2 or 3 shots. But it's going to do some work. Oh, look at this. Ogren's got wiped by the nuke there. Guess they retreated back out of it. Or into it, rather. Baneblade in the mid. Frenzied Barrage and some rocket hits. Heretics there to help repair stuff. Uh-oh, the Demolisher Cannon on the Noise Marines. They survived it. Kind of, maybe. Yeah, they survived it. Chaos Lord goes for Lightning Claws. Not sure I agree with that decision. Usually you get this if you need to counter some really dangerous melee heavy infantry stuff, or heavy infantry in general. We're not seeing here. Also has the Icon of Khorne. Maybe it's just to keep him alive longer when he's in melee, you know. They're holding it. They're holding it for now. That's a repair bunker for sure. Repairing all the stuff. Bunch of guards from there too. Not sure how long they can hold this though. 21 to 207. Get the feeling that the guard team are kind of waiting to strike. Here's the Marco Zinch now for another Predator tank. We do have a Manticore. Where is it? It's on the east side. Leman Russ getting too close. Last cannon up here for Centzontotochtin. That's well played, and they get the Leman Russ. It's amazing how many times you see a 3v3 late game, a bunch of vehicles and stuff, and they just don't get las cannons up. This guy's already paid for himself, helping to get that Leman Russ down. In the mid, a stinked up Lord Commissar runs away. He's got his Emperor's Wrath, and well played by Nimmsi to hold this so far. Those guys got way too close though. Those CSM. Trying to put the pressure on the Baneblade to stop it rolling forward, I guess. Then the Galaxy Burn hits it pretty well on those Catachans, and I think they went down. I think those Catachans were done for. That was blood sacrifice, bloodletters. I think they are holding the east side as well. Wow. Chaos holding the line here. Stormtroopers running up for a grenade. Mostly dodged. I mean, they all got up again. Good enough. Level 5 Chaos Lord for Nimmsi now has Demonic Visage. Allows it to debuff units when it smacks them like that. See that red debuff circle there? They'll do less damage now. And then burns them to death. Whole bunch of stuff coming into the mid. Down goes the Baneblade. Marcus Zinch, Predator, and Dreadnought helping out with that. Nicely done. Chaos Terminator's in there as well. Chaos looking strong. And when I saw the two Baneblades roll out, and I saw a Leman Russ and stuff, and I saw two players in the mid, I thought they'd start capitulating, but Nimmsi really held. And that Leman Russ coming forward just a bit too far for those few seconds really messed up the players on the east side. They got two Blastmasters here now, a las cannon, two Marcus Zinch tanks, that shrine. They're ready to take an Imperial Guard advance, that's for sure. Another Baneblade for North Star. They're in a tough spot now. It takes them, it's really expensive to get Leman Russes and obviously Baneblades back up. And they are ready for it. They're ready for vehicles. Do you just get Kashyyykin now? But the problem with that is that it's not durable enough to stand and fight for long. Down goes the Chimera. They're in a really tough spot. GG, says the Tenso. They might just concede here because they've lost so much and they've got so much to fight. And there's more Chaos Terminators this time for Centzontotochtin. Those Death Guard modelled guys look awesome. Well, they're still in it for now. Tenso's down to just 2 units. Has a lot of resources, but don't have a huge amount of time now. Land Raider Phobos on the way for Corrupted Jesus. There's a rocket run, that's not bad. Pretty good run. Took out some, was that bloodletters or something? Seemed to disappear. We got some corn shrines in the mid, spitting out bloodletters, also giving a damage bonus, let's not forget. 10% each shrine, I believe. You're limited to 3 of them per player. And they only buff your stuff, not your allies, because, you know, Chaos doesn't share. Guys, you're going to cap this. Looks like Heretics are going for it. Big Champion level 5 is done. Grandfather Noble Proud. Oh, it's an abyss on retreat path there. That was cheeky. More Let the Galaxy Burn. They've hit a couple of good ones of these. Corrupted Jesus. They might go down now, though. They do go down. Level 7 Chaos Lord. Slain by level 5 Lord Commissar. Is there time for one more Imperial Guard push? Or are they going to start off with a loss in 2020 Faction Wars? That's a stinky Nurgle shot. What are you fellas going to do about that? Run away. Good choice. Looks like the Imperial Guard are coming to the eastern side to gear up for a push. They got Manticore, they got double Leman Russes with Vanquisher cannons. And these are really effective tanks, as you may expect from the Imperial Guard. They've dealt with them pretty good. This Dreadnought's been awesome for Corrupted Jesus. Been very close to going down a couple of times. Manticore sets up the little push there. We have Stormtroopers going for a decap, a rocket run as well. And that messes up the line of setup teams. That was really good. 21 to 11. Noxious Cloud in the mid. Terminators will go for the cap now, I guess. There it is. Looks like the mid is safe for the blue team. Chaos Predator taken out. Both the Lehman Russes survive for now. Oh, did they not take down this bunker? They should have gone after it. That might be a new bunker or something. More Chaos Terminators for Corrupted Jesus now. And mines dropped in, and another rocket run. Pretty good one. But looks like the Chaos team have this. Really good attempt on the east side at the end by the Imperial Guard, but they couldn't quite follow it through. Well played indeed. It was a fun one. Level 7 Chaos Lord. Why is he on the floor right now? Oh, what? Didn't just get revived because he'd have more health than that, I think. Or maybe he did. No, would have more health than that. He'd have full health if he paid for the revival. I'm confused why he's lying down over there. Plague Champion got level 6. Level 6 Chaos Lord down here was pressuring the natural victory point at the end. Level 5 Lord Commissar. Level 5 Inquisitor down. And it's any Purgata shenanigans. She could have really messed up the Terminators and stuff if she was alive a little bit more. And the Tenso's Lord General also down, fighting to the end the Guard. And there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these players who organised this faction war themselves and sent it in. And I'll see you next time.